Sarah Baxter from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission joins us. We're talking about hummingbirds. So are they here yet? I haven't seen any.
I've heard that they are. I haven't seen any yet either, but they have made their way into Arkansas. Several people around the state have seen them. So they're here for the spring, and they'll stay and breed this summer.
How many different types do we have here in Arkansas?
Well, here in Arkansas, pretty much just the one. Ruby-throated hummingbirds are the only commonly occurring species that we have. Though we will occasionally see other species like rufous or broad-tailed, broad-billed, that kind of thing. But ruby-throats are the only regular one.
You brought along some great pictures today.
Thank you.
Just looking at the pictures makes you want to do something to have hummingbirds in your yard.
That's right. You know, hummingbirds are one of the best things that people love to watch. And one of the greatest things you can do to help them out is obviously plant flowers. These are nectar-eating species, and so they like flowers that produce a lot of nectar. When you're choosing your flowers, try and go with something that's native, that's normally found in Arkansas. And also another thing that you can do is to put out hummingbird feeders.
And this is where they basically are located in the United States.
Right, so the blue down there in the bottom is where they spend their winter, and then they migrate across the Gulf of Mexico, actually.
Come across the Gulf.
They sure do, nonstop. It takes them about 26 hours.
No wonder they want some sugar and some nectar when they get here.
They're famished when they get here.
Well, we saw some feeders in some of the pictures you sent.
Right.
What do you get a feeder? How do you give them food? What do you do?
It's really, really easy. People love to have their feeders out, and a lot of stuff, people think that they've got to have their food's got to be red and have that red dye in it, and it really doesn't. The food can be really cheap. All you need is, it's a 1-to-4 ratio. 1/4 sugar, 3/4 water.
Okay.
So what I've got here is a 1/4 cup of sugar, and then you just bring the level on up to 1 cup. So you've got 3 cups, or 3/4 of a cup of water. Give it a good stir and put it in your feeder, and it's all set to go.
Is there a better place than another place to put a feeder, or just anywhere do they care?
Anywhere, pretty well anywhere. I mean, they want to have some place nearby for cover. They like to feel like they can go to shelter quickly. So, but if you put one out on your back porch, if you've got bushes or flowers or trees or anything nearby, you're going to pretty well get a hummingbird.
And you can just hang them, they're fine? You don't, or can you sit them?
You can set it, yeah, you can set it. In fact, one of the guys I know, he puts out baby food jars. Just a glass baby food jar. He paints the rim red and puts the food in there, and they just come drink it right out of that jar with no special top on it or anything.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
They're not picky.
No, apparently not. Well, we appreciate it. We'll be keeping an eye out, looking around for hummingbirds.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, back to you.